that basically makes the body store fat. Because when you look at genetics and when you look at conditioning, whenever there was stress, the body felt stress in two situations before civilization happened. Ya to there was going to be drought, there was going to be famine, or there was going to be some chase. Either you're going to be chased or you are basically being chased. Okay. In both these situations, cortisol was number one, had to be high, so that the body starts storing because it doesn't know where the next meal is going to come from. So that is why the body would store fat. And that is the normal conditioning or the software programming of cortisol, what cortisol does to the body.
Help to store energy, technically, in the form of fat.
Correct. Cortisol makes the body store fat. So if you are not sleeping well, your cortisol levels are going to be through the roof.
And we made a proper episode on sleep. We'll put the link in description.
So if you're not going to be sleeping well, your cortisol levels are going to be through the roof. If your cortisol levels are going to be through the roof throughout the day, which is not acceptable, if you are in sync with nature, then सुबह के time आपका cortisol levels high होगा, जो होना चाहिए. And as the day progresses towards the evening, towards the night, the cortisol levels should drop down. But if they stay elevated throughout the day, and sleep is not the only thing, you're going to be speaking about the mental aspect, is the emotional aspect as well. So if cortisol levels are throughout the day, they are on the rise, your body is naturally going to feel it is in a fight or flight mode, because of which it will store more and more fat. But again, it is not directly because of cortisol always, indirectly also, because cortisol आपके बाकी सारे hormones को affect करता है. Your sex hormones like estrogen, progesterone, your testosterone, your insulin, your thyroid, it affects all these hormones, because of which again indirectly the body stores fat.
So like you said, excessive stress simply translates as excessive cortisol. और आपने explain किया कि how that increases the fat deposition in the body.
Correct. Why don't you tell our viewers कि parasympathetic, sympathetic nervous system क्या होता है, and how or what are the few things that you can do to manage cortisol or to manage stress during the day?
किसी की भी अगर weight loss journey है या aesthetics को improve करने की journey है, उसमें सिर्फ nutrition और exercise का ही role नहीं है. Like you said, stress management is a very big part of it.
Correct.
Because excessive stress, like you explained, increases the level of cortisol in the body, जिससे हमारा fat deposition increase होता है. इसके लिए समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि stress क्या है, anxiety क्या है. We have done videos, specific videos on this. And when we are in the stress response, तभी हमारी digestion properly नहीं हो रही. Our immunity function is parked on the side. It's not happening correctly. Our rest and recovery is not happening at that point of time. Our healing is not happening at that time. And it is very important that our body and mind दोनों level पे हम ease महसूस करें, rest महसूस करें,